hit the like button. Don't be afraid to subscribe. I'm in the Christmas jolly spirit right now with the family. I was forced to wear this shirt. I did it because I have to, contribute to the family and keep that positive vibe going. Yes, I'm talking about different things that are going on right now in boxing, and the latest on February 21st. I don't want to talk about that right away, but I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's tuned into my channel and has allowed my channel to grow significantly. And I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before that year is over. But even beyond, it doesn't have to be 1,000. It could be more. Or if I don't accomplish it this year, I'll accomplish it next year beyond 1,000 and more. So I'm just very optimistic about life, the opportunities that are coming my way. And I thank God for that, and I thank all the fans for keeping it real and staying engaged. I know you noticed the background is not the same like the way I usually have it in my setup, but the reason why is because I'm in my in-laws' house right now, and I'm actually giving you this free energy, this liberal, free spirit, no holds barred, not being controlled, and being outside of the box energy today. I'm not always going to be in my studio like we usually see the background, the flag and everything, but I'm just letting you know that I really appreciate everybody that's tuned into my channel and subscribe to my channel. And I say there's great things in the horizon right now. I'm going to have a, God willing, Keith Cologne. I think it's Shakur Stevenson's stablemate, or somebody that he grew up with in the amateurs. He actually participated with Shakur Stevenson, and I'm not really 100% sure, but I've been following him. He's 8-0 with 8 KOs, and he's going to be giving me an interview. I don't know exactly when, but he reached out to me and responded to my message that I sent to him, and he said that he's willing to give me an interview. He's going to let me know when is the best time. I already suggested a date, and he's going to get back to me on it. But yes, Keith Tsunami Cologne, a great Puerto Rican boxing prospect from Newark, New Jersey. I look forward to interviewing him. And I definitely got an interview with Abisai Cotto, 130-pound weight division future champion of Puerto Rico. He is 10-0 with 8 KOs, and he's a regular on my show. You can check out the videos, the previous videos that I've done, and you'll see all the interviews that I've done with all the up-and-coming prospects from Puerto Rico. I'm doing them in Spanish just to reach my Spanish audience, but most of my content is in English, but I want to broaden my horizons, and that's why I do all the interviews with up-and-coming prospects from Puerto Rico. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. I appreciate everybody tuning in. So yes, this is the latest news that I got. Ryan Garcia is going to fight February 21st for the WBC title against Mario Barrios. He defended against Pacquiao. I think he lost to Pacquiao, and he's going to fight for an opportunity for the WBC belt. Ryan Garcia, I'm not a fan of his, but if he's doing it and he got all the social media backup and all the people following him, that's on him. He's taking advantage of his looks and his career. So I'm not really a fan of his, but I wish him well. And also we got Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga is fighting Jose Resendez for the WBA belt. And I believe that that's going to be a fight that, I don't really follow Edgar Berlanga that much. I believe that he hasn't been serious about his career. And if he's serious about his career, maybe he could go, he could get the championship and defend it a few times. But I don't believe it'll last long, his reign, if he becomes champion. But if he becomes champion, that'll be an accomplishment within itself. But it's not just about being a champion, it's about being a long reign champion. It requires a lot of discipline and dedication, and I feel that Berlanga hasn't showed that, but if he shows it, I'll applaud him. But for right now, he's still suspect. So yeah, he's fighting the 21st. Jose is going to be on the undercard. Edgar Berlanga is going to be on the undercard of the Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios fight. Mario Barrios fight is going to be between Ryan Garcia for the WBC belt, and it's going to be the usual characters that they have there so far, like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, I believe that Ryan Garcia has the potential to beat Mary Barrows because Mary Barrows is limited. He's now he has no special effects, and I believe that Ryan Garcia could probably beat him because he has no special effects. So yeah, but that's gonna be the fight taking place in February 21st, 2026. I look forward to seeing the progression of uh, ironically, of Ryan Garcia and Edgar Berlanga, just to see how far they go. But I'm not really huge fans of them. I think that they leave a lot to be desired as far as real hardcore boxing fans and real elite level. I think Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez is an interesting fight, and I believe that Teofimo Lopez is going to lose in dominant fashion to Shakur Stevenson. I believe Shakur Stevenson is going to show that there's levels to this, and that Teofimo Lopez is no longer at the best version of himself, like when he beat Lomachenko. He's living off the past. He's living off the past, and I believe that right now, mentally, I don't think Teofimo Lopez is all there right now. I don't think so. So I believe that Shakur Stevenson is going to expose him mentally and physically as far as talent and abilities. I believe that Shakur Stevenson is going to show him that there's higher levels to this, and there's levels that Teofimo Lopez is overrated as far as the people that think that he's this great boxer that is elite more than Shakur Stevenson. I think that they will be sadly mistaken on fight night, January 31st. And I look forward to the to the Xander Zayas Alvarado fight in Puerto Rico in 2026 of January 31st, the same date. So I look forward to those fights, and I believe that I can't make a prediction on Edgar Berlanga versus Jose Resendez because I haven't really watched Jose Resendez that much, but I believe that those kind of fights are fights to give opportunities, make it more easier for Edgar Berlanga, and the fight with Mario Barrios is to make it more easier for Ryan Garcia to get a belt. I just think it's just the boxing politics that they always go with the fighter that's more famous to give them the leverage to become the champion the most easy way possible. And that's what I believe. It's not really a hardcore boxing fan's fight card. If you ask me or any hardcore boxing fan out there, the Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios fight is not for the hardcore boxing fans. And Edgar Berlanga versus Jose Resendez is not for the hardcore boxing fans either. But I believe that it's just marketing. It's just the way boxing is right now. It's all about popularity. It's a popularity contest. But yes, so that's what I got right now for February 21st. Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios for the WBC belt, and Edgar Berlanga for Jose Resendez WBA belt that he's going to defend for the first time. Remember, Tony also said it first. Jose Resendez is going to defend his WBA belt against Edgar Berlanga for the first time, his first title defense. And that's the kind of fight that they're promoting for February 21st. So I gave you that. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. Subscribe to that channel. Don't be afraid to click the like button. Don't be afraid to subscribe to the real information, the unadulterated truth that most people are afraid to embrace and most people are afraid to share because they don't want to share the truth, because the gospel truth and the unadulterated facts scares a lot of people in the top. They don't want the people underneath in the, independently promoting the truth. But they can't stop the independence, because the independence is what gives us the freedom to express what the mainstream refuses to share with the masses, especially in the boxing world. The boxing fans want to hear the truth. They're tired of all the narratives of the popularity. They want the real information. And I got Abisal Cotto. I'm gonna interview him, God willing, on the 3rd of January. He said he's going to give me the interview, and he is a future champion in the 130 weight class division. He's promoted by Universal Promotions in Puerto Rico, and he is 10-0 with 8 KOs. He's going to give me an interview again. You can check out the previous videos that I've done in my channel where I interview a lot of the up-and-coming fighters from Puerto Rico. So yes, check that out. And also subscribe to the channel. Don't be afraid to subscribe and click that like button. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. Yes, so I'm already like I started drinking some coquito. I'm not a drinker. I'm not a heavy drinker, but once a year won't kill me. So I drank a little bit of coquito, but it's just too strong. It's only 20%, but alcohol proof. It's only 20% proof, but to me, a person that doesn't drink heavily and doesn't really like do that on a regular basis, it actually feels like 90 proof because I'm not a heavy drinker. So yeah, so I might just give it away to my son, who's old enough and mature enough. I never introduced him to that, so he's actually chose to like occasionally do that, to have a good time. But yes, responsibly, he does it responsibly. So yes, subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel, and just I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the year's over, and I believe that I'm gonna accomplish it sooner or later, and I'm gonna go far more beyond that subscription amount. I just feel that if it wasn't for the fans that tune in and all the subscribers that tune into that like my channel, the channel wouldn't be where it's at. And the reason why my channel's doing great is because I tell the truth and I give the people the information that most content creators out there don't want to give. So I thank you, the fans, for allowing me to be who I am, and I thank you fans for being interesting and adding and contributing to the quality of my channel. Subscribe to that channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. Check out my music as well. The Monumental Truth, Mi Patria Linda. Check out all my music on Spotify and all major platforms. My music is doing great, and it's talking about what's going on with Puerto Rico, the colonialism of the United States imposed on Puerto Rico, and trying to displace Puerto Ricans. And I'm actually talking about defending the people to protect their island from Act 60 and outsider investors, where Puerto Ricans control the variables of the economy, not the United States and the Jones Act law and all the politicians in Washington, D.C. exploiting the politicians in Puerto Rico to work in cahoots with what benefits the financial capital of U.S. corporations, not the local economy of Puerto Rico. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about that, but check out my music if you want to know more. Free Puerto Rico is another single, Unite the Tribes, another single, and The Monumental Truth has those two songs in the album, Free Puerto Rico and Unite the Tribes. Check it out. Tony also on Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, and all major platforms. Yes, and Mi Patria Linda is my latest album, which has Bomba Plana and talks about real stuff that's going on in Puerto Rico, and it's very soulful and poetic and powerful. And my music is always like that, soulful, poetic, and powerful. Check out my music on all major platforms. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. Subscribe to the channel. Yes, and I got Keith Cologne coming to my channel. God willing, the early part of this year before his fight. God willing, before his fight, he's going to fight on the undercard of Subriel Matias versus Dalton Smith. And that's going to be interesting. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. Peace. That's all I got for now. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody. Don't be afraid to click that like button and subscribe to